Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
In the pre-dawn hours just outside of Boston, where this team of elite ICE officers is briefing on their targets for the day.
We're going to be targeting some extremely violent offenders today.
Within moments, the officers are on the move, with eyes on their first target.
Looks like we got movement, target vehicle coming out.
They quickly take him into custody. He's an MS-13 gang member wanted in El Salvador for aggravated murder. And he has an Interpol red notice out for his arrest.
We are targeting very violent threats to our community.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery. This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape and released by a sanctuary jurisdiction.
Yo, ¿cómo se llama?
And this Dominican illegal alien charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. Their detainer request was ignored because of sanctuary policies. And in a sign of shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally. This is what ICE calls collateral.
So you guys got your main target just now, but you got somebody else. What just happened?
So our main target was released by a sanctuary jurisdiction, not honoring a detainer. That person was released back into the community, and when we went to go find him, he's with somebody else who was previously removed from the United States. So he's going to go today too.
And that is exactly what Border Czar Tom Homan has warned would happen.
When we find the bad guy, he's probably with others that are in the United States illegally. They may not be a criminal priority, but we're not walking away from them.
ICE Boston.
Hey, what's going on, family? This is Tyler from No Picks Podcast.
What up, family? Joe, No Picks Podcast.
Hey, Joe, what's your thoughts on Trump making good on his promise as far as getting the people out of here that he don't think should be in here? What you think?
Yo, it's funny. Like, I'm going to address the clip, of course, but I just want to say that with all these executive orders that Trump went into office signing, like, he came in and he got busy. Like,
Right.
there are some things he said he was going to deliver on, and he's already delivering on. Immigration, of course, being one of his big things that he would say he was going to deliver on. And listen, he's here. This is what the people who voted for him, which were, a significant population of Americans voted for. And he's getting busy. So we went from basically having no action and having a border crisis and having cities, sanctuary cities being bombarded and burdened with this huge influx of immigrants into their cities. And now we've got Trump being like, nah, y'all getting out, and we sending in ICE agents to take them out. So I don't want to unpack it yet, but I must say, if he's going after ones that are convicted of crimes or have a history of like serious crimes, I'm okay with sending them back.
Yeah.
Like the ones who are criminals, I'm like, bruh, like, I'm perfectly okay with sending these, specifically these. I'm okay with that. I don't understand why this would be controversial, right? So I'm gonna leave it at that. But where are you at with this before you start unpacking this clip?
I love it. I love it, bro. Like, I actually don't even know how this is even controversial at all.
Right.
Like, there are people who are in this country that are committing felonies. Some of them, the charges were like aggravated murder. I don't even know. I never heard that charge before. Aggravated murder, grape. The Haitian dude had, like, they said he had like 7 felony convictions.
Boy, he was mad too.
The MS-13 members. I mean, like, these dudes aren't, like, the crimes that they commit aren't, jaywalking. It's not, running a red light. These people, they're causing damage to people who live here.
Right.
And that are citizens and or legally allowed to be here. I don't understand how this is even a controversial thing to do. Like, all right, so like you said, I can unpack this a little more. We can make this, we could deep dive into this, but on the surface, this seems like a something that every single American should be for. I want to say would, but should be for, right? Like you will want people who aren't supposed to be here to begin with, and B, they're not only are they not supposed to be here, but they're committing violent crimes and putting people like you and I in jeopardy, even though they're not supposed to be here. Right. That should be a no-brainer. Right. So let's dive deeper into it. What's your thoughts?
No. So I agree. Like if they're like it was you saw my mouth drop when I was reacting because it was very telling when the guy that I think he was, I don't know if he was the MS-13 member or just the guy who was going back to Haiti, but he was just like F Trump. Thank you. I
that was
want
the Haitian
back.
dude.
I want Obama back. I really think it's telling when these criminals are wishing we were back to Biden administration or an Obama administration. Like,
right?
Don't you think that speaks volumes, bro?
It does.
Clearly,
yeah.
He was like, it was sweet when they was in office. I need them back because they were letting me do whatever the hell I wanted. They would let me. They were probably the people that was giving me food stamps. I had a whole, food stamp card. Like that's how sweet it was under Democratic leadership. And I think it's just so telling that that's what he was yelling out in the moment as the ICE agents were taking him away, bro. Like, did you peep that, right?
Yeah. It's so crazy to me too how it was like how people can defend this. Like, all right, so diving deeper into it, right? In my opinion, anyway, I think this is why Democrats lose credibility. Because they're on some, hey, let's not deport anybody under any circumstances. Because they paint this like weird picture of immigration as if like it's like a bunch of like 12-year-olds coming in, like, like, okay, well, all we want to do is just, figure life out and whatever. But that's not the case. Okay, yeah, there are 12-year-olds coming in and they don't know what's going on, X, Y, and Z. Granted, that I'm sure that's true. But there are also very violent people that we have no idea of. And they come in, they do violent things, they get locked up. Some of these people have multiple felonies. And because of these sanctuary city laws, they can't give them over to ICE to have them deported back. They just get re-released into the community to do the same thing again.
Right.
That doesn't make any, like, I don't like this is where Democrats lose credibility. Because it's like, bro, like, no, this isn't a partisan thing. This is just a safety thing. And sometimes I hear this argument where people are like, okay, well, Lincoln Riley, she got brutally, things happened to her and she ended up being unalived by an illegal immigrant, right? Venezuelan migrant or whatever. People were like, hey, the response to that basically was, there are dangerous people here, like there are dangerous people in America who could have potentially done that to Lincoln Riley. And, like you guys are worrying about, the migrants who did that, but like you guys aren't worrying about like the dangerous people here. And my thought was when I heard that argument, I'm like, okay, I feel like you're shooting yourself in the foot with your own argument. Cause I'm like, okay, we have dangerous people here that do crazy, ridiculous things. Why the hell do we want more people from other places in the world that we have to be concerned about? And if we got a certain amount of people here that are already terrible and willing to take anybody out without any notice, why do we want everybody else's terrible people too? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense. And yeah, this is one of those points where, like, for me, like, I feel like if we're deporting or getting rid of the ones, like I said, who are criminals, who have histories of crime, who have a criminal record, like, I just don't think it should be controversial to say, no, you got to go back to your country, bro. And not only that, but deny them every entry. Like, go back and you can't come back. You know what I mean? Like, in this situation, I'm with it. In this situation, I'm with it, bro. Like, I know that ICE agents were going and raiding in communities in Chicago. They've just been doing it in Boston. I anticipate them doing it in New York if they haven't already started doing it. But like, they're already in New York doing this thing too. So I haven't seen any clips about New York yet, but at least I heard that they started those raids too.
Right.
And for the ones who are criminals, bro, I'm with it. Like, I'm definitely with it. Like, but Trump's trying to like I really got to look at his immigration policies like much closer, because I know he's going for the felons, the criminals.
Right.
But I'm trying to see if he's gonna like send back people who don't have criminal records too. Like, is he trying to pretend them back as well? Like people who
Well, the dude Tom Hogan in a clip that we show, he's the the border czar, and he was specifically saying like, listen, these people aren't our priority, but if we go in as somebody, if we go for a felon or some kind of person with a criminal record, and they're in a house with a different person or multiple people who shouldn't be here anyway, we're going to deport their asses too. So we're not just going to leave them there. Here, like, listen, they still broke the law. They're not our priority. But if they just happen to be in the same house as this felon, we sending them back too. I support this shit. Like, bro, I agree. I support it. Like, I don't understand how this is controversial.
Yeah, no, I don't either, and I'm saying this as someone who, and I've said this before in a few episodes. Like my mother, literally last year, finally got her right to work papers, her papers to work, so she can legally work in America.
Right.
But very very soon, she should be getting her alien residency card.
Right.
So she'll be getting her card. So she went through all of the proper channels to try to do this, though. She went through the legal step of naturalization. She's had a lawyer, so she's been fighting for this for a while, but she finally got it. But she did it the legal way. You know what I mean? And I don't know if there's any other way to do it, honestly, but she did it and it took forever. And for her, even she shares a sentiment where it's like, I don't understand why people feel like they can just come here and get all the benefits that American citizens get. And, I feel like they can just get it overnight. Like, she's like, I've been fighting for my rights for a long time and I just got them. And I'll be damned if they're going to just give it to somebody like this overnight, just because they're here, just because, you know what I mean? Like, so even she shares that sentiment. And I'm like, I kind of agree with that too, Mom. Like, you went through the process. Some of these people just want to skip the line. They want the fast lane. It's like, but you haven't done anything to give you the fast lane pass. Like, what, bro? Like, you're passing everybody who's been here for decades trying to fight for their citizenship because people want to be American citizens. And I don't know, bro. I just feel like you don't get a pass, bro. You don't get the fast pass the line. You don't.
No.
I don't think it's fair.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair. And I know that Trump was also talking about getting rid of like anchor babies. So basically, like, if your child is born in America but you're immigrants, that child gets American citizenship just by birthright, right? Because they were born in America. He's trying to get rid of that. Do you think that's controversial? Do you think like that's something that he should be going for?
I think that should stay. I think that should be a part of like American culture or whatever.
Because I'm about to say, I might not be a citizen if he takes that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if I was a young boy, I wouldn't have gotten my citizenship. So basically, I wouldn't have gotten my citizenship because my mom, she immigrated here when she was 4 with my grandmother, and then she came and had me here. So if he does that, people like me, we wouldn't be able to get citizenship. So that's why I'm just like, damn, I kind of benefited from this. So I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to get rid of this part.
I disagree with that. But I mean, what I agree with was when the dude Tom Holmgren was like, they were like, what you going to do as far as splitting up families? Some of these people are American citizens, some of these people aren't. And he was like, well, they can all go home together. It's their choice. Like, they don't have to leave if they don't want. They're American citizens. They can come back whenever they want. But I mean, if you don't want to split up the families, we can set up the whole family.
Send them all together, right? No, listen, bro. I love when we have a president who takes action, right?
Yeah.
Instead of someone who just sits there, it's kind of like a lame duck, or is telling the American people, well, we can't do this because we don't have this power, we don't have that power. And Trump has shown me that, bro, the executive office has certain powers that they can do.
Fact.
They have certain powers that they can exercise and get things passed, get things done. And I just feel like coming from Biden's administration, where like everything's like, well, we can't do this and we can't do that, and so much went to like other countries instead of America. Now I'm like, bro, like Trump, he's delivering on immigration. Let's see how it progresses.
Right.
I'm hoping that he goes about it the right way. I'm hoping that he doesn't start deporting people who are here and going through the process naturally. Because I'm like, come on, man.
Fact.
They're here. They're paying taxes, even if it's not like a payroll tax. They're paying consumption tax. They're buying things. They're using goods. They're paying taxes somehow. And they're also probably being employed by some of these wealthy corporations too, because they do immigrant labor too. So I'm like, yo, so many people are here working, doing the jobs that Americans don't want to do. Like, what about them? Like, I don't know. I'm not. You know that controversy where Elon Musk and freaking Vivek were trying to like hire the foreigners for the tech jobs, and the MAGA people were like, no, we're trying to address the immigration crisis, and y'all saying that Americans are too stupid and unmotivated to do these jobs, basically spitting in America's face, being like, no, we want to, bro, I don't know, man. Elon and Vivek right now got some interesting views with the visa stuff too, so I don't know how that's going to progress.
Right. Well, listen, let us know what y'all think, family. Like, comment, subscribe. Definitely comment, and until next time.
So next time.